Okay, so the test review, here's the first one. Which of the following is an equation and which is an expression? Well, what you're looking for is this right here, an equal sign. An equal sign means you have an equation. So this is the equation. That's the equation. And I don't see an equal sign here. So this is the expression. It's as simple as that. So when you're looking on the test, look for these right here, and that will tell you that the whole thing is an equation. Otherwise, if it doesn't have that, it is an expression. Which of the equations show the relationship in the table? Okay, what we can do is we can test things out. How do I go from 2 to 6? Well, 2 times 3 is 6. So I'll test this out. What is 6 times 3? Well, 6 times 3 is 18. So 10 is not 18. So I didn't multiply by 3. So that means this is out. That's not the answer. Let me erase this stuff. And let's see our next idea here. Well, how else can we go from 2 to 6? Well, going from 2 to 6, you could add 4. Let's see if that works for this. 6 plus 4, well, that is 10. And 10 plus 4 is 14. And 14 plus 4 is 18. So we have to take the x values and add 4 to it. And that's what this is right here. We take our x value and we add 4 to it, and then we get our y value. It's not this one here. We don't take the x value and subtract 4. We're going to add 4 to get to the next one. Okay, and it's definitely not divided by 3. Next, Sean wants to buy a skateboard and sells it for $25. An advertised price says the next week that the skateboard will be on sale for $19.99. How much will Sean save? Well, we have to subtract $25. Notice what I'm doing here. When we have $25, that 25 is the same thing as 25.00. And I do that because we have a decimal point on the sale of it. So it's on sale. It will be on sale for $19.99. And now I have to line up those decimals when I subtract them. Okay, now let's see. I got to borrow and all that stuff. So this is going to be 10 minus 9 is 1. This borrowed is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. Here's that decimal point. And then I had to borrow here. So that's now 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. And this was borrowed from. So that's 1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So our total is $5.01. And next, Luis walked for 20 minutes. Natalie walked for W minutes. Luis walked 5 times as long as Natalie. How long did Natalie walk? Well, Luis, and I'm looking at right here, Luis walked 5 times as long as Natalie. So Luis is 5 times the amount of Natalie. And Natalie is W. So Luis is 5 times W. Well, if I also take that 20 right there and put it there, which is Luis, I get 20 equals 5 times W. And then if I solve for W, it's 20 divided by 5. That is what W is. So that is 4 equals W. Okay. All right, rapid fire here. Solve the equation below. Well, if that's 7 times x right there, then x is going to be 56 divided by, 56 divided by 7. 56 divided by 7 is 8. Solve the equation below. This one mixes students up a lot. A lot of students will say Q is equal to 7, but that's not true. Q is not equal to 7, because if I put 7 in here, in for Q, 7 divided by 2, that is not equal to 14. 7 divided by 2 is not 14. So let's do this right. Okay, so the right way to do this is simply multiply these two numbers. Q is equal to 14 times 2, and 14 times 2 is 28. So that is the answer we're looking for. And if you want to make sure of that, we can just take our equation, 14 equals Q divided by 2, and we can put 28 in place of Q right there. And we have 28 divided by 2, and 28 divided by 2 sure is equal to 14. So that's called the check right there. I'm just checking to make sure my answer was right, but my answer, I'm going to put in green right here, that is the answer we're looking for. To graph the inequality, remember this right here, this here is an inequality sign. So we're graphing all the numbers less than or equal to 9. If you remember, this is an open circle, and this right here is called a closed circle. So it's going to be closed over the 9. I'm going to color that in. That means we're including 9, and we're talking about the numbers less than 9. The numbers less than 9 are right there. And if you're not sure which direction to put the arrow, just think about this. What number would fit for x? Remember, it has to eat the inequality eats the bigger number, so it's eating 9. That's supposed to be bigger. And maybe the number 5 would fit in here. Well, the number 5 is going to the left in that direction. See, 5's right here. Okay, graphing the inequality x is greater than 1. Well, I have to have an open circle. And we're looking, think about a number that fits in here, like 7. 7 fits in here because 7 is greater than 1. And 7 is right over here. So I'm going to put that arrow in that direction. And that's it.